Hello students, I welcome you all for costing methods and techniques class. In today's class again we are going to solve one more problem on operating costing. So here is the problem. A bus with a capacity of 50 passengers makes a return trip from Belgaum to Hubli via Dharwad per day. The distance between to Hub Belgaum to Dharwad is 75 kilometers. And between Dharwad to Hubli is 25 kilometers. During journey, bus is full up to Dharwad but only 60% full between Dharwad to Hubli. On the other hand, on return trip, it is full to capacity from Hubli to Dharwad but carries 80% of the capacity between Dharwad to Hubli. The following additional information is available. The bus runs on an average 25 effective days in a month. Cost of bus is rupees 2,50,000. Now cost of bus where we don't show actually cost of bus, but this will help us in finding out the depreciation. Next they have given scrap. It means there is an depreciation. A scrap value of the bus after 10 years is rupees 70,000. So you all might be knowing depreciation formula. So that formula will be applied and we can calculate depreciation. And depreciation is taken under which point? Under fixed or standing charges. Road license, again it is fixed or standing charges. Insurance charges, again same. First point, garage rent per year 6,000. So garage rent also it is fixed. Okay, next, drivers and conductors wages per month is rupees 2,000. Okay, again this is fixed expense. Then cost of diesel per liter is rupees 4. So this will come under running and operating charges. Then kilometers per liter 8 kilometers. Proportion charges for tire maintenance is rupees 0.20 per kilometer. So this will go under second point, that is repairs and maintenance. Okay. Now calculate cost per passenger kilometer. So to find out cost per passenger kilometer, first we will have to find out operating cost. Right. So for that we need to prepare operating cost sheet. So take down next line. Operating cost sheet for the month ending. Next line. Particulars and 2 amount columns. Okay. Yes. Now here we need to calculate depreciation for the C. The bus runs on an average 25 effective days in a month. Okay. Second point. Cost of bus is rupees 2,50,000. Scrap value of the bus after 10 years is rupees 70,000. So here first what we will write is we will write down fixed or standing charges first point is depreciation. Okay, now depreciation, note number 1. Okay, now leave some lines, like half a page you can leave and take down working notes. Calculation of depreciation, first point. So everybody might be knowing what is the formula to calculate depreciation. Okay, so write down depreciation is equals to cost price minus scrap divided by life of the bus divided by life of the bus. Okay. Now which is equals to cost of bus is already given, that is 2,50,000 minus scrap is also given 70,000 divided by life of the bus. Now they have given 10 years. Okay, so now just simplify this. It is 1,80,000 so it is 18,000 per month. 18,000 per month. Okay, but we need to calculate it for a month. So 18,000 divided by 12 months. Okay, which is equals to 1,500. Okay, yes, now here inner column 1,500. Hope so everybody has understood this. Okay, now next is road license tax. Okay, now here it is per year 5,000 expenses incurred. So 5,000 divided by 12 months. Okay, and it is 417. Okay, yes. Now next is insurance charges per year. Insurance charges per year they have given 1,000. So 1,000 divided by again 12 months. $83. Okay. Now next is garage rent per year 6,000. 6,000 divided by 12 months. As we are calculating this for a month, so expenses they have given is for the year. So we are dividing it by 12 months. That is 500. Okay. Now drivers and conductors wages. So per month they have given 2,000. So directly amount we will write as 2,000. Next, now cost of diesel per liter is rupees 4. Kilometer per liter is rupees. Kilometer per liter is 8 kilometers. Okay. Now this diesel, cost of diesel will we will take it for the third point, that is running or operating charges. But this tire maintenance, so this has to be taken for second point, repairs and maintenance. But there is an adjustment for this. It means we will have to calculate how many kilometers it has run. Okay. So that first we are going to find out calculation of total running of the bus. Okay, now go through the problem, find out per day how many kilometers the bus runs. Now here, a bus with a capacity of 50 passengers makes a return trip from Belgaum to Hubli via Dharwad per day. The distance between Belgaum to Dharwad is 75 kilometers and between Dharwad to Hubli is 25 kilometers. Now 75 kilometers plus 25 kilometers is 100 kilometers while going. It is one side kilometers. Okay, now again a return trip is again 100 kilometers. So it means per day bus will run for 200 kilometers. Hope so everybody is understanding this. The distance between Belgaum to Dharwad is 75 and between Dharwad to Hubli is 25. It means one side it is 100 kilometers, another side it will be again 100 kilometers. So per day bus runs for 200 kilometers. Okay, so 200 kilometers. You can write here calculation of total running of the bus in a month. Now in the very first point they have given that the effective working days is 25, right? So first point, okay, the effective days in a month is 25. So here we need to take 25 days. 25 days. Okay, now which will be equal to 5000 kilometers. It means in a month bus runs for 5000 kilometers. Understanding? Yes. Now here they have given us the tire maintenance charge, right? Proportion charges for tire maintenance is rupees 0.20, right? Now tire maintenance rupees 0.20 per kilometer into 5000 kilometers, which will be equal to 1000, which will be equal to 1000. Okay, now go to the chart. Now first point, like all the expenses we have taken, that is fixed or standing charges, so add it and take it to the outer column. So the total is 4500. Total is 4500. Now next is repairs and maintenance charges. Okay, repairs and maintenance charges. Now next line, tire maintenance note number 2, amount is 1000. Hope so everybody is understanding this. Okay, now third point is running or operating charges. Running or operating charges. Okay. Now next what they have given. Cost of diesel per liter is rupees 4. Kilometer per liter. Kilometers per liter is 8 kilometers. Okay. Now third working note. Write down calculation of cost of diesel. Calculation of cost of diesel. Okay. Now kilometers and cost. Now kilometers they have given. For 8 kilometers cost incurred is rupees 4. Okay. Now total bus has run in a month. Bus has run for 5000 kilometers, which we have calculated in our second working note. So for 5000 kilometers, how much expenses will be incurred, right? So now here 5000 into 4 divided by 8 kilometers, okay, which will be equals to 2500, which will be equals to 2500. Okay, now go through the chart. Diesel, note number 3, directly outer column 2500. Now here make a total of all these, so that is 8000. So this is called as total operating cost. Okay, they have asked us to find out total cost per passenger kilometer. So for that we need total operating cost and total passenger kilometer. So still we have not calculated total passenger kilometer. So first we will calculate that total passenger kilometer. Okay, now take down next working note, calculation of total passenger kilometer. Write down the formula. Passenger kilometer is equals to number of buses into number of trips into distance into capacity of each bus into number of days into actual capacity utilized. Okay, written? Yes. Now go through the problem. A bus with a capacity of 50 passengers makes a return trip. It means while going 75 kilometers from Belgaum to Dharwad, and from Dharwad to Hubli it is 25 kilometers. So that separately we need to calculate. Again while returning from Hubli to Dharwad, again it is 25 kilometers, and Dharwad to Belgaum is 75 kilometers. Only here capacity used will change. So because of that 4 times we need to find out, and we need to add all those things. Okay, yes. Now total passenger kilometers, what we will do is we will write here Belgaum to Dharwad. B to D, it means from Belgaum to Dharwad. Okay, number of buses is 1 bus into number of trips is 1 trip into distance is 75 kilometers into capacity of each bus is 50 passengers. Okay, into number of days is already given in the problem, that is 25 days, into capacity of each bus. Now go through the problem. During journey, bus is full up to Dharwad. Okay, full up to Dharwad. It means it is 100%. Which will be equal to 93,750. 93,750. Okay. Now from Dharwad to Hubli. Dharwad to Hubli. So that is again 1 bus into 1 trip into 25 kilometers into 50 passengers into 25 days into. Now capacity utilized we will see. But only 60% full between Dharwad to Hubli. 60% full. %, which is equals to 18,750. 18,750. Hope so everybody is understanding. Okay, now bus has reached to Hubli. Now again from Hubli to Dharwad. So that is H to D, which is equals to one bus into one trip into 25 kilometers into 50 passengers into 25 days. Okay, so this everything is same. Now only we need to check capacity utilized. Okay. On the other hand, return trip, it is full to capacity from Hubli to Dharwad, but carries 80% of the capacity from Dharwad to Belgaum. So from Hubli to Dharwad, it is 100%. From Hubli to Dharwad, it is 100%, which is equals to 31,250. Okay, now next. Now from Dharwad to Belgaum. Okay, now one bus into one trip into 75 kilometers into 50 passengers into 25 days into 80%, which is given in the problem. That is equals to 75,000. Now make total of all these. Make total 21,000. Sorry, it is 2,18,750. 2,18,750. Okay, so this is total passenger kilometer. Total passenger kilometer. Okay. Now next we need to find out cost per passenger kilometer. I guess everybody knows the formula to find out cost per passenger kilometer, which is equals to total operating cost divided by total passenger kilometer. Okay, now total operating cost is 8,000 divided by total passenger kilometer is 2,18,750, which is equals to rupees 0.036. Okay, so this is what is the problem. Hope so everybody has understood this problem. Please go through the problem again, solve it so that your doubts will be cleared. Please do not just copy whatever is given. Try to solve it by your own. Okay, in next video again we are going to solve one more problem on operating costing. Okay, so see you in next video.